And there are three things that we have to look at when hiring the right person. And the first one is obvious, right? It is competency. They have to know how to do the job. But here's the problem. Most of us, that's all we rely on. That's all we look at. That's what we base our hiring decisions on. Do they have the best qualifications? And we hire that person, and then 6 months, a year, 2 years, they end up leaving and going to do something else, you fire them. You always look back and go, why is that? They weren't the right person. They didn't fit in. What was the problem there? But competency is definitely something that we have to look at. But you'll see later throughout this process, competency to me is irrelevant. I didn't care whether you're competent or not. Now I understand it depends on your company and what you do, the job. Some people have to come in, they have to be competent immediately. But not always. I used to hire, I came out of the sales world. I hired salespeople that had no experience on purpose. I wouldn't hire a salesperson that had experience. Why? Because I wanted to teach them to do it the right way. I didn't need the bad habits coming to me. But competency is definitely one of those things. So when you're outlining, you can write that on number one, competency. Number two is commitment. I hear this all the time as I travel around the country. Executives, managers going, Brian, they just people that they don't care. They don't want to work. They have no work ethic. You guys see that? Yes or no? Well, how do you know when you're hiring somebody if somebody has a work ethic? How do you know if they're committed? Somebody tell me. What would you do? How do you do it? What's that? Yeah, absolutely. How often do we change jobs? Are they job hoppers? They go from one to another. That never happen. That would tell you that they're probably not going to be committed. How else? What's that? Reasons? Absolutely. Absolutely. In my book, I interviewed a friend of mine, and his name's David Sia. David is the owner of Orlando's Cafe and Caprock Cafe. Orlando's and Caprock Cafe in Lubbock. You may have ever been to one of those? David's a great guy, built an incredible company. And I asked him that question. I said, David, how? Because he's hiring mostly teenage kids. And I'm like, how do you know? How do you know if these people have a work ethic? How do you know if they'll be committed? He said, Brian, past history will tell you whether somebody has a work ethic or not. I said, well, how do you know that? He goes, I look at life experiences over job experiences. He says, in other words, I want to know, did they grow up on a farm? He goes, I'll hire a farm girl or a farm guy any day. I'm like, why's that? He says, because I know they're not scared to get their hands dirty. They're not scared to get up and go to work. They're dependable. He says, if they were in the military, anybody that's ever in the military can come to me and I'll give them a job today. He goes, I don't care if I need to hire them or not, I will hire them. Not because I'm want to help military people. He goes, it's a selfish thing. He goes, military people know how to take direction and they know how to follow through. He said those type of things will tell you if someone is committed or not. Did they go to college? Did they graduate? Did they stick it out? Whatever it is. Do they have the habit of completing things? That will tell you somebody is committed. So people have to be competent. More important, they have to be committed. The last thing is they have to have character. Character. What do you think I mean by character? Somebody tell me. Well, why is that important, do you think? Yeah, they have to be able to, not ego-driven, they have to be able to work with others, get along, all that type of stuff. How many of you are trying to build in your organization a brand? So when your employees leave the workplace, do they leave the brand there or do they take it with them out into the public? They take it with them everywhere they go, the restaurant, the bar, the kids' ball games, everywhere they go, they're carrying your brand flag, right? So what type of character are these people that you're hiring? Let me give you an example. I hired a guy one time solely on competency. He was a sales rock star with one of my competitors. He heard what we were doing. He came over to me and said, hey, I want to work for you. I'm like, heck yeah, come on, man. I'll be manager of the year, right? He comes over. Sure enough, first few months, our sales skyrocket. Right? All of a sudden, things started to level off, and then next thing you know, months later, we were going down. I'm like, what is going on? Come to find out, I get to start talking to my people, figuring out what the pulse and what's going on. This guy that I hired was basically sabotaging our success because of his ego and things like that. He was trying to hurt the production of other people. be successful as a team, everybody has to work together, right? This guy come in, he divided everybody over a period of time, and all of a sudden, we're not, as a team, we're not working together, we're working as individuals. What happened to our productivity? So hiring that guy, was it a good move or a bad move? It's a bad move long term, right? He didn't have the character. Here's what I found out later. He had done that several times already. If I would have done my homework and been intentional about looking for the right person, not the best person, I would have never hired him. And that would have never happened. It took me almost a year to recoup from that, to get my team back up to where we were at. It was a lesson learned, but it's what happens. So again, in our we have I'll introduce you later to what we call our Management Pro Academy, and we have trainings, but we teach in these trainings on how to go about doing this. We teach you the process on how to go through the hiring process to identify the things that you're looking for in order to hire the right person. But again, it's all about gathering and getting the right people on your team so that you can perform at the highest level. If you got it, say got it.